think it's about time that I reflect on my year. Neglectful of fears, regretful of nothing, and always still respectful of peers. I see a balance in this year. I went from wild to tame, and somewhere in the middle with the stylish refrain. I polished my game, then dropped it for the honesty gained. When two people see a future in the clearing remains. A few bodies injured and maimed, us being two, but I think it's safe to assume that we are done dealing pain. I'm done staking claims. If you want it, then you'll fight for the name, the title deserved, but not a prize for others to know. Just keep me close to your heart, and all them others can go. All that extra nonsense is just popcorn for the show. An expensive concession. I'm sitting here in pensive reflection, but is it leading to progression or relentless regression? That's the writing profession. More questions to ask. A lazy cynic in a cafe who likes to sit on his ass. And maybe that's why I never tried to prove my chops, cause I'd rather write for laymen who tend to give up the props, like they give up their lives and they trade in their wives for a false sense of freedom that's too late to reprise. I have some hate in my eyes, I tend to aim it astray. I'd like to focus it on people that fucking made me this way. I got some hate for you. I got some hate for you, Matt. After all, you're the only one that can make me react. What type of statement is that? I think it's tried and true. The only way you'd like my answer is if I lied to you. My eyes are blue like the skies or the water on this sea ship. And if you knew me well enough, you know I'm being facetious, cause the water looks blue and so does the sky. But take a dive and you'll find a much murkier side. And the sky is just reflecting a falsehood on the ground, and my eyes are more rooted in the dirtiest brown. What's the word in your town? What's the word in your city? Am I working through my issues or just begging for pity? A weak spot for the witty, a sweet tooth for the pretty, the ugliest of rhymers and then mixed with the gritty. I go from sober to shitty, from 0 to 50, quicker than real quick, which is harder than Drizzy, as if that was a challenge, as if rap is a talent, rap is a side effect of the off-kiltered imbalance. I fucking killed her with talents, but I was trying to touch. I don't know my own strength, my plants are dying too much. I give them water, sunshine, the essentials of life, but eventually they're suffocated by the shit that I write. I'm feeling gifted tonight. I'm fairly lifted tonight. There's an air inside the air, I feel entitled tonight. Don't ever stifle my mic, my mouth will rifle the trite. However, laugh in your face under the guise of polite. That's the hospitality industry, which I've been stuck in for years. Bunch of cheap suited smiles and disgenuine cheers. A bunch of fake-hearted grubbers with a hand for a tip, while the hard-working servers get a handful of dick. That's the management biz. I barely managed to give myself enough credit for this candid abridged type passage, an explanation of the woe in this world. I could give you the specs, but rather give you the pearls tied up with a bow. That's how you package a rhyme. Enough description to know, at least to catch in a vibe. My passionate side is grounded in the pound of the drum, the pop of the snare, the slide of the bass, the flick of a tongue, a sound from the lungs that makes a building humble and shake, that glow in a soul that commands a crowd and silence their space. Let us widen the pace. The longer I take, the more thought that's provoked. The more intention received, tension recedes. In the eager the stroke, the eager is broke. My high hopes are a feverish joke. I think I'll never get excited. That's the sign of a bloke, or an ambiguous text. Can't tell if I'm doling out threats, being more deprecating to myself than the next. Fucking, my next adventure is crime. It's a lucrative start. I hate conforming to rhyme. It's a crime in itself. I am, therefore I reference parts. Ego cells as well as a sacred heart to poke myself and leave a mark. Inside jokes and inside scars. And why do I make these tasteless spars? To test my wit with vain remarks, to fight myself with painful shards, to blather on and waste the bars? No, to spark a resolution and take control of my art. A new year, a new chance, a new piece of coal for the arc, powered by steam, dreams, and means, also known as blood and some cash, combined with talent and drive, time, hours of sand in a glass. The timing is key. Don't rush what so often could be, cause if I could be anything, what would you want me to be? To be engraved in a time, a perfect stitch if you will, where I feel so intertwined with being perfectly still. The great current will surge through both you and my form, and we'll finally feel that feeling that we are heavenly born. We are heavenly born. Heavenly born. Thought it. Now I know it. We are heavenly